Welcome back to the live stream replay, everyone. Today is June 26th, and I'm just gonna get everything set up over here on my iPad. Twist this a little bit. And I'll show you guys where we are at in Jayda's journal. We've made great progress this week. We didn't do this week, but the journal started with January. We did this very pink and gold New Year's theme that she chose. There's the weekly spreads. Hey, Ramona, Bernica, User 363, Gail, welcome here, you guys. February's Valentine's theme. Hey, Elysian. Thank you for all the likes. March, we've got our Lucky Charms theme. Hey, Jen. Ashley, hello. Good to see you guys. April, we did this cute little tulips theme. This one we did this week, earlier in the week. And then we also did May this week. We did this little strawberry, blueberry jam theme. Hey, Jennifer. CC Smiley. Welcome here, you guys. And then just yesterday at the end of the live stream, we started June's theme. So for June, she wanted a very summery theme with like pool elements, and this is what we ended up going with. And this is what we're gonna keep working on today. So we just did the title, that's all. We're gonna do the memories page next, and then our calendars and trackers and all of that. Thank you, Gina and Andrea. Yeah, I think June is one of my favorites in this journal. It's hard to say. I have a lot of favorites in the journal so far. Hey, Emil. Same, Jennifer. I'm feeling a little bit sad, but also excited, you know? Yes, cute color scheme. All right. What do we think for our memories page? Thank you, Letters with Lambs. Thanks, you guys. Oh, thank you for the sticker. Jayda, Carson, welcome here. We're just talking memories page. We did the title, and now pool float memories at the top. Let me see here. Yeah, we could do a gem. Thinking of all the things we could make into a notes box. You're funny. Yeah, we could do some of like this same lettering. Like I would maybe do memories down the side. It's a bit long to fit that kind of lettering up at the top. I suppose we did it pretty small here. We could do it small there too. Memories down the side or across the top. Yeah, that's what I was actually thinking this time, Carson. I don't do that very often because usually I'm doing calligraphy and it doesn't, you know, it works better to just flip the letters on their sides, but with this it would work. So yeah, we could do memories down the side. I'm just not really sure what we would do with the rest of the page then. We could just do a couple like floaties and umbrellas sprinkled around. We could do kind of a similar thing that we did in March. We could use one of our like light blues to do a wavy line around so that it kind of looks like water. I wouldn't want to do another pool, I don't think, because pool beside a pool, that seems kind of silly. But yeah. Oh yeah, the other memory pages, what we've done. For January, we had these little balloons up here and then just a plain box border. For February, we did a full print in the background and then had a stamped shape memories box. For March, we did just kind of a doodly border, the title at the top. April 2 was kind of a doodled border, the title at the top, and then May was memories along the side with just some doodles around and no real border. Okay, maybe I'll start off with letters like this then, going vertical down the side of the page. And then I'm thinking add some other related doodles that we've been already using, and then maybe a wavy line to connect them, we'll see. All right. Hey, Nicole. Welcome here. How's everyone's Friday going? Liz, Naya, rainy. Oh, Lizette, it's rainy over there. It is sunny over here. Not super hot, but sunny, at least. Ooh, ultrasound this morning. Nice. Thank you, Naya. Oh, sorry, Carson. I think I missed the first part of your comment. Bottom right corner could have a towel facing towards the pool too, but be on the memories page. Yeah, that's true. Naya, what are you talking about? I've said hi to you twice and thanked you for your compliment. Maybe I'll do another umbrella here with a towel underneath so that it's like two people are sitting close together. Thank you, Lisa. Goodbye. I'm a bit confused. Thanks for joining though. Glad you like the journal. Thanks for the follow, Lally. That was very odd. I'm definitely a bit lost, but whatever. Perfect time, Lizette, to pull out your emoji. So true. Thank you, Misty. Thanks for joining. All right. Let's outline everything in black. And then we can decide if we want to add a border or not. I feel like it looks cute even without one. I mean, it'll look a little more complete once it has an outline. But we could do, yeah, like a wavy border. Kind of like we did for March, but I think in light blue. Or we could just do like some kind of circle, you know, designs around there. Or we can just leave it plain. So let's, yeah, see how it looks once it's got its outline on. And then we can decide our next move. And the peachy one is Tombow 912. No problem. Thanks for the follow, Potcore. All right, so we need to add the white gel pen yet. But looking at it now, I feel like we do need something for a border maybe. Whether it's like a wavy line or just like some dots, water droplets, something like that. Any thoughts? So yeah, kind of the options that I have in my head are we could do a wavy line in our light blue watercolor, the color of our water, not a watercolor. Or we could do just kind of like dots as sparkles kind of, and water droplets as well. You like the water droplets idea? Okay. I'm gonna mix water droplets. Oh, blue wavy line from Ashley. Then we will go with blue wavy line. This is Jayda's journal. Ashley's her mom. I think Jayda and Ashley are both here today, or at least they were for a sec. So we will go with their gut then. I'm gonna add just one more layer of that. I didn't want to do our bolder blue because it's maybe a little bit too bold. But the light one is so light, kind of want to double up. There, cute. Let's add some white gel pen. Thanks for the follow, Deanna. Oh, thank you, Amanda. Hey, Tunde. You have 3 912s? That's funny. What design do I want to do on this one? Maybe I'll do some flowers or a little like starfish. For the white gel pen marking, I always just do the top left because I always do my shadows on the bottom right, so I just kind of make them opposite. That's not like the right spot, you just kind of choose a side as though your light is coming from there and then just stick with it. It can be any side, you just gotta do the same side for all of your letters. I'm just thinking I kind of want to connect, oh, now I used my darker blue, the line running through here as well. There. Alrighty. That is our June memories page. We've got our title done, our memories done. I want to let the white gel pen dry for a second here before we flip over and do the calendar, but let me at least pull my calendar up. Do I have it here? Yes. Okay. June 2027. I've got my matcha with me today. I can, Haley. That's a great thing to do while the white gel pen is drying. Let's do that. So this is still Jayda's journal for those of you who maybe were here a while ago and haven't seen it lately. We haven't had a ton of time to really get rolling with it until this week. So we've taken a pretty big break from working steadily on her journal. January, you saw our New Year's theme. February is a Valentine's theme with this stamps layout. Oh, thank you, Sherry. Diana, thank you. Thanks for the follow, Tay. March, she wanted Lucky Charms. I just realized in March we didn't use any white gel pen, and neither for April. Weird. April, we did this little tulips theme. Pretty much like polar opposite of the theme before and after it. March and May are two of our like most vibrant themes in the journal. We did this berries and jam theme earlier this week, yesterday, and a little bit the day before. And then last night we set up our title page here for June. Today we did the memories page, and we're gonna move on to the calendar. And we are going back to this style of calendar where I just outline the top part of the calendar and then do a highlighted row for the days. So let me go ahead and do that. June 2027 has 5 days across the top. Okay, 3, 6, 8, 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5. And on the bottom, there's 4 days. What do you mean, Emma? In this, like the pages that I made in this journal, why haven't they been filled in yet? Is that what you mean? Okay, at first I thought maybe she meant why wasn't I using my own pre-made planner. Yeah, this is a custom journal, Emma. So this isn't for me at all. This is Jayda's order for 2027. So all of this is set up in advance, and then she's gonna start using it in the new year. Thank you. This is my full-time job, so it's a lot of fun. Just doodling planners for other people. All right, I'm gonna write in all of the dates. And while I do that, we can do some brainstorming about how the rest of this page is gonna look. So, refresher, this is the theme. We're sticking with the theme. I feel like I always get some ideas that are like a completely new theme. That's not what I'm asking for. We've got the theme idea. We're just deciding how we want to arrange the calendar page. So we need a notes box somewhere. We need some kind of heading and some doodles. So if you have any ideas about like the lettering style, where the title should be, what kind of border we use for the notes box, anything like that, feel free to comment those now while I do the numbers, and then we'll actually start putting it together. Notes in a towel, notes in a pool. Predictable first 2 comments. You guys are so funny. Thank you, Erin. I got into journaling basically just to do it as a side hustle. I always thought it looked really cool, but I never had actually tried sticking with it until I decided I was going to do it for make custom journals and sell them. But I always liked doodling, and I really liked like lettering, penmanship and stuff. So I just decided to put it into bullet journaling in 2020. Nine. Oh. What did I do with this calendar here? June. Oh, that's 2026. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, I skipped 24, 25. How did I manage? No problem. 26, 27, 28. So how I'm going to cover that up, because I always get asked about covering up. I write the new number on top and try to overlap with as much of the old number as I can. So I forget what number was here before, but I would just try to overlap as much of the new 4 with the old number. And then everything that doesn't line up, I'm going to color over with white gel pen. And then we'll color over it with the blue later on. Okay, I'll color over that with blue later. All right, thanks for the follow, you guys. Bex, Yahoo, Emma, appreciate that. Okay, let's see here. So far for our headings, we've only used one font style, this kind of bubble letter font. So I'd say maybe we just keep going with that for the title page here, at least for the main heading. Maybe for notes, we want to bring in like a secondary font, like some smaller calligraphy or something like that. But we can do June in that font, or maybe even June like this, and then have some doodles over here, some doodles across here. And then, yeah, what do we think for the notes box? I'm mostly curious about, I love the doodle ideas. I feel like we have a lot of ideas for the doodles. It's more the composition of the page that I'm trying to think about here, you know? So yeah, where are we gonna put different elements? Like, what's the notes box gonna be and what's gonna go near it? June. Small orange calligraphy for notes. Okay. Yeah, we could do a wavy blue box or a towel. I feel like that would be fine. It is a rectangle, after all. And then, yeah, maybe overlapping with an umbrella. Or maybe I would overlap the umbrella at the bottom and then put notes at the top. Yeah, maybe I'll just start with that for now. An umbrella and then a big towel as our notes box. No, it's, you know what? Generally, I don't love making objects into boxes. I know we just talked about that last time, but a towel is a good candidate because it actually is just like a box. The sound of defeat. Thank you for the heart, Jenny. These types of markers with the black and white barrel are Tombow dual tip brush pens. All right, and then I think for the towel, I'm actually gonna make it a striped towel so that it just kind of naturally has lines to write her stuff on. And we'll do it with one of our lightest colors so that she can just write on top of the striped lines. And I might actually put a pair of flip-flops overlapping the towel a little bit too. All right, and then I'll fill the rest of this space with a few relevant doodles. Yeah, what do we think for the heading over here? This is all gonna get outlined also. I feel like it looks a little bare right now, but we will add an outline to everything. Heading over here, I'm thinking we bring in a different font. And yeah, I think calligraphy in like one of these colors would complement that well. Or if you guys have other ideas too, you can let me know. I'm gonna take a quick sip of tea here. Okay, let me do some. I could bring the duck floaty back in, I suppose. Maybe I'll put that guy over here. And again, he'll get an outline so you'll actually be able to tell what he is. The teal. I'm so... Like the N and the E? Did I mess up the N and the E? You're funny. Calligraphy in the darker blue. I agree. I think let's do calligraphy in the darker blue. I know, Lizette, that's what I'm wondering. It's like, yeah, when someone, oh, a backhanded compliment. That's what I'm looking for. No, it's all good. I'm not bothered at all. Oh, Ashley said pink. Okay, thanks you guys. I didn't see that comment come through, so thank you. Or teal. Okay. Yeah, we go for perfect enough over here, not perfect. Because yeah, if you're just aiming for perfect, you're gonna keep throwing it out every time and then you'll never get anywhere in your journal. I'm gonna see if I have a teal smaller brush marker that matches, but I don't think I do, so I think I'll just use this one. Yeah, no, I don't. That's okay. We'll just use this one. I know, I feel like the teal, I wasn't expecting to even add the teal to the theme, but it really does work with the theme. There we go. And maybe I'll do like one more little pool floaty peeking in over here. Okay, and I'm also going to touch up these numbers. Okay. Someone's been looking for a sun hat, so we can do a sun hat. We'll put one up here. And it'll have a pink bow around it. This is bird's eye view, by the way. Pink bow. Alright, I'm gonna add just a little bit of like a woven, not really overthinking it, but just adding some texture with the same marker, just a second layer of it. All right, now let's add our black outline and then white gel pen. Yes, this is a 03. The white barrel marker is a zebra mild liner. No problem, Patty. Thanks for the follow, Abby. Sabrina, no, I actually don't normally. I don't really know why. That's just how I've always done it. this is a towel. Yay, Jayda. Glad you like it. I feel like this needs another pink spot. I'm gonna color that in a sec. Just one, Hannah. I only take one custom order at a time. And then work on it till it is done. All right. White gel pen. Next. I feel like everything else is good. Just add a little bit of shine over here. All right, so this is where we're at so far with June's theme. We did the title page yesterday and then the memories page today. And then the calendar. And my cup just gets so condensation-y that it picks up my coaster every time. Thanks for the follow, Orly. Oh no, pause and passies. Anna, thank you for the follow. All right, we've got trackers next. So the first type of tracker that Jayda has been doing, I'm just gonna give it a second though, because I don't wanna smear the white gel pen at all. Actually, while I do that, why don't I show you guys, I colored my July theme. I don't know if you guys have colored yours yet, or if you're doing a different one, but this cute little ice cream truck theme. Love the color palette for this month. I did 873 for that kind of deep wine color, and then 772, my go-to pink. And then some of the Tombow like neutrals that I always use, like 942, 990, 992. Sorry, this is 992, but 990 is over here. N79 is over here. Yeah, I think this was my lineup. And I am excited to use this. I've only colored in 2 of the weekly spreads so far, but I feel like usually I'm not even that far ahead, so that's pretty good. If you guys have this journal, what colors did you do for July? I'm curious. I've been looking forward to this color palette ever since I drew that theme because of Janelle's Disney Desserts theme. I don't know if you guys remember that one, but I loved that one. I used the same color palette. And I'm not a huge Disney person, but I just loved that Disney Desserts theme because of the colors. 10, 11. Nice. Okay, a few of you guys use teal, hey? What are we doing for the mood tracker here? I don't think there was an exact mood tracker saved on the Pinterest board that I remember. So Jayda, if you have something you know that you want, let me know. If not, we'll just take some ideas. Beach balls. What did Lizette say? Oh, each stripe can be a day on the beach ball. I would say that would work with either beach balls or towels. Like we could also have a few staggered towels that have like designs on them. Or umbrellas. Or yeah, we could just do like a mixture of all of them and just have every colorable space be a day. Random pool things, okay. Maybe some of each. All right, let me think here. Is the day of flip or flop? I love drawing sand toys, shovels, buckets, sandcastles, but we did go with pool theme. I know most of the doodles are similar, but I've been resisting the urge to draw sand toys just because this isn't actually a beach theme. It's a pool theme. Otherwise, I would be all over that. I love beachy doodles. Okay, now we need a couple of umbrellas, a couple of towels, beach balls. Okay, I'm gonna start with umbrellas. Oh, I hate drawing straight in with pen. I actually used to not let people choose themed mood trackers because I hate drawing them. Because I never just go in with black pen first, and that's like what you have to do for a mood tracker. Blah. See, like that looks so much worse than when I just draw it with a marker. All right, let's do another one over here. 1, 2, 4. Oh my goodness. I did not nail this one at all. Oof, that's a big stretch. I should have just done like the kind of pinwheel first, but hey Alana. Thanks for the follow, Angela. Okay, so those each have 8 spots to color. So we're already at 16 spots. Then let's do a couple towels. Have one here. Maybe another one lying beside it. Okay, so without dividing these towels up, we already have 20 spots. So I think I might just leave the towels without dividing them into sections, and then she could add like white gel pen doodles on top or something if she wants to. Okay, then maybe over here we'll have like kind of a separate towel situation going this way with some more flip-flops, and then we'll add some floaties and beach balls. But we don't need that many spaces. That's why I'm not gonna line the towels, because we already have 16 just between these two. So this brings us to 20. Now we're at 23. So we only need 7 more spaces, and a beach ball is gonna have a number of spaces as well, because we'll divide it into different spots. So it's gonna have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 on the beach ball. So we're at 30. Wait, all we need is 30, right? Are we at 30? 8, 16, 18, 20, 23, 30. So should I just color a few extras, or should I just give a few extra doodles? Wait, does the umbrella at the top have 9? Okay, yeah, this is why I can't do white gel pen first, or black pen first. I need a color first, because those are not supposed to have 9. So maybe we choose a few of these doodles, because I feel like it looks a little bit empty. I want to add a few floaties, and we can just color some of them in. Because by the end of the month, they're all going to be colored in, so it will look, you know. Or we can leave them empty but not numbered, and then she can just color them just for fun, you know? Because right now it just looks a bit too empty. Yeah, we could color the beach ball for less days, or we can just do some that don't actually represent days. Whichever. Yeah, we could leave the alternating spots on the beach ball white. Sure, let's do that. Okay, so I'm gonna start numbering spots here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Let me see. So that would bring us to 14, 22, 23. Oh yeah, so if we don't do that, we're pretty close anyway. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. That's perfect. Yay. 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, and 30. Yay. Okay, so let's put some titles in here for mood and sleep. What do you guys think for the lettering? We've got 2 options. I'd say we stick with one of those. Do we go back to our Old Faithful that we've been using for pretty much everything, or do we do the teal calligraphy that we just introduced? The notes font. The calligraphy. Okay. You guys like the idea of doing teal calligraphy. Sounds good to me. Should I make it bigger though? Like, and use it as, you know, like kind of a full-sized heading instead of just smaller? Yeah? All right. You've convinced me. Sleep. Sorry, whenever we're making a decision, I always look up just in case it was Jayda or Ashley who commented the opposite thing. That's why I hesitate to start sometimes. So on the notes box, I didn't darken the bottom half or anything. What do you think about here? I just did it normal like this. No white gel pen, no shadow, no drop shadow or anything. What do you guys think? Thanks for the follow, Faith. So yeah, we could leave all of our teal lettering just like this, or we could change all of this, or just add the some extra to these because they're bigger. A little more pizzazz on these. This is always my kind of point of tension with calligraphy when I do a theme that everything is outlined. Like this is the only thing on the whole page not outlined. But I like how it looks better without outlining it, but then it looks maybe out of place. Well, I can show you how the black outline looks, Sabrina. We did that in May. We did a black outline with a black drop shadow, so a little bit thicker than a black outline. But it makes, oh, puzzle piece. It makes it look a lot different when you add the black outline. Yeah, okay, Jayda said leave it, thank you. Oksana, thank you for the follow. Perfect, then we will leave that as is and move on to our weekly spreads. So the weekly spreads, we rotate through weekly spreads. So for January, we did this weekly layout, which we just repeated in May, now that we're into our 5th month. So we chose 4 and we've been rotating through. So this was number 1, which we brought back in May. This is number 2. So this is the weekly spread that we're gonna bring back for June here. And then we'll keep rotating through. So July we'll use this style, and then August we'll use this style, and then we'll go back to the beginning and continue rotating. So for today, let me start with our spacing here. I need to remember how I spaced this. I probably started from the very bottom. Okay, so 0, 6.5, 7.5, and 14. That's where I marked. And then, okay, I just need to remember to leave the bottom corner open. No box in the bottom corner. That is such an easy slip up for me to make because I just keep drawing boxes. Okay, and also how many weeks do I want? Well, quarterly, but not quarterly because it's not the whole page being divided. Okay, we're doing this week. So 1, 2, 3, 4. This one here, what do you think, Jayda or others? It would have 3 days from June and the rest of the week would be from July. Which month should we include it in, June or July? I guess, oh, then it would include 4th of July. We encountered this in Ashley's journal, so we decided to put this into July so that the 4th of July would be in July and not in our June weekly spreads. So let's do that again, unless you object. I never do that, Sivhami, because then you have to flip like 6 pages to get to the second half of your week. I always keep a whole week together. It's a Sunday start on the calendar. Yeah, I feel like you could make an argument both ways, but just I have never in my own journal divided a week. It just drives me crazy when I can't, you know, see that whole week at a glance. That's the purpose of my weekly spread, is to see that week at a glance. So I always just kind of choose a month and complete the week with whichever month makes more sense. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Oh, did I do 5 now? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so I marked the lines on 5, but that's okay. And then here, find our center. Hey, Christine, how are you? Thank you for the follow, Anne. What's everyone up to this weekend? Thank you, Kath. All right, I'm gonna grab a quick sip of my matcha. Spring cleaning, okay. Okay, I'm gonna draw vertical lines first, but I do wanna know if we want to do the same thing for February by boxing off the top and coloring it in, or if we wanna just do a box and then do something different, like maybe a big, like a large number, more like this, or a circle with the number in it, something like that. That's gonna be our next decision that we make. But first, let's draw vertical lines. You're in Greece? Oh, amazing. My husband and I got married like right before COVID. We got married in the summer, so we were like, there's so many beautiful things to do in Canada in the summer. So we did a Canadian honeymoon, and then we were hoping to travel within the next year or two. We wanted to do kind of an overseas trip. But naturally then COVID shut that down, but Greece was our top spot. And then eventually we were like, oh, this is taking too long. Let's just start our family. And then COVID ended shortly after we started having kids. So we never got to travel to Greece, but maybe one day. It's still at the top of our list. Thank you for the follow, Sky. That's our neighbor starting up his street bike. Thank you for the follow, Isla. Got married in Mexico but wanted a Canadian honeymoon. Okay. Thanks, Sabrina, for following. Hello from Canada. Adinda. Oh, Rainy, hello, how are you? Justine, thank you for the follow. Thank you, yes. I've been remembering so far. 2 weekly spreads in and I haven't drawn that bottom right-hand box. Yes, the boxes do kind of look like towels. Sabrina, I don't think we've ever had to restart a whole page. We always kind of find a way to cover it up. If I did, I would just glue 2 pages together and move on with things. I know sometimes people are like, oh, how do you not feel like you have to throw the whole journal out when you make a mistake? But no, I'm pretty laid back about making mistakes in my journal because it happens all the time. Oh, your best friend just had a baby on Wednesday? Nice. I mean, ready, yes and no. We've got everything ready, but that newborn stage always just rocks me. So 1, 2, 3. I'm just trying to make sure that I don't accidentally do an extra weekly page. But this is our last one here. And then I want to know, what do you guys think about how we actually write the days? Oh, Jem, I think you're right. In, yes, July in Ashley's journal. We did glue a page over, didn't we? I forgot about that. Okay, sorry, what am I thinking now? Oh yeah, I was gonna show you. So for these boxes, this is the weekly layout that we're doing, but we don't need to do the boxes in the same style. So we could box in this top part, color it in, and do the same thing that we did for February, but obviously with June's doodles. Or we could do more like something like this, where we do a big number and then stamp, put the big number and then stamp the day beside it. Or we could do, well, yeah, we could do a smaller date up at the top, or like a dot with the day, a circle with the date, and then stamp the day. Lots of options. Embroidered. I don't know about that. Like, I think the closest that I would do to that would just be doing a big number. Yeah, I would probably put the stamp beside it since the box isn't as narrow, you know. Yeah, I don't really know how I would make it look embroidered. All right, yeah, then maybe I'll just do the date in a color. I might not do them as big as March. Maybe I'll make them smaller. Thank you for the follow, Artilal. Yes, Evie, we're working on, this is Jayda's custom journal for 2027. So I'm currently drawing out her weekly spreads for June, which I can show you the theme for this month in just a sec. The end of April through what we've done? Yes, sure. All right, we've got our boxes in and not a single mistake drawing a box in the right corner. Okay, you said April. So yeah, this journal does start in January. April, we did the tulips here. And these are the weekly spreads. May, we did this berries and jam theme. We were back to January's weekly layout. And then June is what we started yesterday and we've been working on today. So we did this little pool, very summery design. We've done our monthly spreads. Now we are working on the weeklies. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and do colored numbers, but not too big, and then stamp the days of the week. I think that's what we'll do. So we're starting with the 31st of May. Okay, and then we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, and maybe we'll do another one of this color. 5, 6. And then 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. And then the next week we opted to include with July, so that the 4th of July. What do you mean, why is there a January spread in April? You're scaring me. Because I don't think I did a January spread in April. Oh, when I said we used January's weekly spread for May? Maybe that's what you mean. Oh yeah, no, we rotate through 4 different weekly layouts. So we started with January, and then once we got more than 4 months in, we started rotating. So it's the same layout, but it's for the appropriate month. Thanks for the follow, Maura. Does that make sense? Like, May uses the same weekly spread as January. Same spacing, same positioning of the doodles and task list and stuff, but obviously different month. That's all I meant by that. All right. What pages did she choose? So she chose to have, well, every journal, I just do a monthly title page. I don't really give a choice on that. And then memories page is one that she chose. 2-page calendar with space for notes she chose. And then sleep tracker, she's gonna highlight each day of the month. The days are down here, hours are up here. Highlight her sleep and then color in these boxes for her mood every day. And then the weekly spreads. Thanks for the follow, Joyce. Thanks for the follow, Amanda. Yeah, if you guys are new here, we're working on a custom journal. So this is Jayda's journal. Right now we're working on the month of June, which I can show you. These are the types of doodles that we're going to be adding onto these pages. I'm just setting up the weekly spreads right now. Yes, this is a 2027 journal. Oh yeah, why don't you guys let me know if you have ideas for how we want the rest of this page to look. I've just got a couple more days to stamp on. So this is the theme, pool doodles. Sticking with this theme. I'm not looking for new theme ideas. I'm just interested in how we're gonna actually compose the page. So we use this same layout over here in February. So we need a title, we need a to-do list, and some kind of doodles. So if you have any ideas for how we arrange title, to-do list, doodles, any of that, you can feel free to put those in the comments. Try to be descriptive as much as possible so that I can actually picture what you're suggesting. One different big doodle in that corner. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. And then up here, what if we did, well, you guys can leave your ideas too. You don't need to, we don't need to run with this, but I'm just thinking my submission to the idea list would be these June letters and then just some of the water design around it. Not like a full pool, but just kind of bordering it, you know? Not bordering it, but filling that space without being contained by a pool, you know? And then, yeah, kind of one of our feature doodles down in the corner, like that duck floaty or a different floaty, an umbrella with a towel, something like that. Kind of one feature doodle down here. And then, I don't know, haven't really thought about the notes box much. Or to do. These stamps are actually my handwriting turned into stamps by a company called Contact Crafts. I do have a link to them in my bio. I don't sell them on my website. You have to go to Contact Crafts website, but it is the top link in my bio. And they are all handwritten in my calligraphy. There's like a bunch of different options for days of the week, journal headings, months of the year, whatever you really need for your journal. And yeah, that's the top link in my bio right now. Thank you. Yeah, that was a cool project. I was thrilled when they asked me if they could do that with my handwriting. All right, let's start with June up here, since that's going to be the same on every spread. Oh, thank you for the order. Whoever just placed an order. And thanks for the follow, Millie. Oh, the theme for June is a pool theme. Tiffany, if you order a custom journal, I can do whatever pages you request. I only take one custom journal order at a time, and they are closed for the foreseeable future because I'm expecting a baby any day now. This is actually my last live stream before I start my maternity leave, and I'm typically on every day, so this is going to be a change of pace for me. So yeah, unfortunately I don't have customs available right now. I won't for a while. I do have other journals on my website that are also hand-drawn, but they're just printed into the journals already. So they're much more affordable because I don't need to spend, you know, a month on each one. And those are available all the time if you're interested. I will miss you guys too. If baby's not here next week, I'm going to be very tempted to do a live stream anyways. So we'll see. But it's not on the schedule. The schedule ends today. Thanks for the follow, Kay. Victoria, I can show you in just a sec what those ones look like if you're interested. So the pre-made ones, this is my journal for the year. This is one of the pre-made ones. So yeah, they're like, it's like a coloring book. So you trace over the light gray parts, color in the doodles. This is how I colored July in my own journal. And yeah, there's 12 different monthly themes, just like I do in my custom journals. These were all drawn completely by hand and then just printed into journals. So January, there's a cozy cottage theme. February has got, oh yeah, you just color it in. February is a bows theme. March is a plants theme. This is one of my favorites that I colored in this journal. April is a tulips theme. May is a pond theme. June is a seashell theme. I just showed you the July ice cream truck. August is ocean. September is sardines. And then every month has similar pages to what we have in here. There's one blank one that still has some doodles on it that you can use for whatever you need. A 2-page calendar, just like we've been doing, with an empty box for you to use for like goals or something like that. Trackers, a memories page, and then 5 weekly spreads every month. It's undated, so you can use it any year. October, we had a journaling at a cafe theme. And November was our knitting theme. And then December is a gingerbread cookie theme. So yes, it's 224 pages, nice thick 160 GSM dot grid paper, and it's like a coloring book and a planner hybrid. It has 8 blank pages at the beginning of the year, 3 blank pages left at the back, and then every month has 1 blank but still doodled on page, like just doodles and the borders, so that you can turn it into a spread of your choice. Nope, that's my only option right now, Victoria. You can use it from June to July because it's not dated. Or sorry, July to June, backwards. But I just have the one, or a blank journal. That's the other option that I have. If you want to actually color your own. No, Nicole, the customizations are closed already. Those closed middle of the week last week. No problem, Victoria. Okay, so sorry, could someone give me a recap on what Ashley was thinking for the top part here? The notes box, I believe she was thinking yellow and pink lines, but I wasn't looking at comments for quite a while, so I don't want to miss anything there. I'm gonna start doing some of the doodles down in these bottom corners. Pink and yellow stripes. Okay, and then maybe the teal notes. Okay, perfect. Yellow and pink stripes, teal calligraphy notes heading. Sounds good, thank you. I know I've been missing some comments and I wasn't sure if there was anything that had changed about that. Yes, to do. Sorry, I always call it a notes box no matter what the heading is, but also I do sometimes forget what the heading is, so. Oh yes, sorry, I did see that question earlier. How long? I spend about a month on each journal, working on it roughly 8 hours a week. Okay, all of this is gonna get outlined later. Right now it looks like nothing, like blobs, but don't worry. We will complete it momentarily. This is a duck floaty, by the way. On this one, let's do a beach ball. And a floaty. This journal has had a lot of black outlining, that's true. And then on this one, let's do maybe, since we brought in the sun hat doodle, I think I'll do it again. We'll do sun hat. I know, Addison, right now it's just blobs, but we're gonna add outlines soon and you'll be able to tell what everything is. This blob will be a sun hat one day. We'll put a pair of flip-flops beside the hat, and then also a bottle of sunscreen. I think we're all out of doodle spots now, but I am planning to do a pool on the one with the duck floaty. We'll work a pool into there. This will be sunscreen. Okay, now up at the top here, we were gonna do and then add some highlights in yellow and pink. So I'm gonna leave a space for where I'll do the pink highlight. I'm gonna grab one of my light pinks. Oh, this is the one that's dying. Sad. I think I have another one though. I should double check. Oh yeah, this one's good. There. That one is not dying. All right, now let's start adding our black outline, and then we'll add the water effect to this top corner and also to some of the doodles. But black outline first. I just need to drink some matcha and mop up all the condensation that it's leaving behind. Okay, where is my size 03? Thanks for the follow, Ace. Oh, not so fast. I forgot to add any sort of shading to anything. I was gonna do that all at this point. Oh, thank you, Stargazer. Thanks for the follow. Evelyn, Silly Bimmy, Stargazer, thank you guys so much. It's nice to meet you all. I'm not usually live on Fridays. I feel like whenever I go live at a different time than usual, I tend to meet a lot of new people in the comments. Halls, nice to meet you. Thanks for following. Nikki, thank you so much. Hey, Evelyn. Yeah, simple, lovely rituals. You know what? Highlights and shadows are definitely not my strong point. I basically simplify it a lot by just choosing that my shadows are always going to be on the right bottom side of every stroke. And my highlights are always going to be on the top left. I know there's a lot more, you know, theory to it, choosing your light source, whatever, but that's just kind of what I've done. And I feel like as long as you stick with kind of a consistent side, it looks fine. Thank you so much for all the hearts. Hello, Scarlett. When you were doing shadows at first. Yeah, I didn't add shadows to my work until like last year. I just would never even think of it. And yeah, I mean, I still feel like I put my shadows in the wrong place sometimes, but I don't know. I'm pretty chill about shadows. Yes, Maddie. So yeah, during COVID, when I had nothing else to do, I would finish 1.5 to 2 12-month custom journals a week because I would just get cruising. Once you really get in the zone, I can get through them pretty quick. We are going to add some water to the top corner here, which I'm excited for that part. I feel like that always makes it look extra fancy. Your first custom journal or your own journal for yourself? What are you starting? That's exciting. Yes, Jem, that's why I do them pretty quick. Well, mostly I'm very impatient, so I've always done them pretty quick because I couldn't really be bothered to sketch things out in advance. If it takes me more time than what it's like meant to save me, you know, my journal is meant to help me be more productive. I just couldn't really be bothered. But you just finished your first custom journal? Oh, exciting. Definitely feel free to share your socials here. I know there's always more people looking for a custom journal than what I have the capacity to do. Yes, Jennifer, this has been my full-time gig for like 5 years now, drawing journals for people. Yes, this is a custom journal. This is for 2027 for Jayda. So we started it, I guess, about a month ago, and we've been working on every theme, every page we've done together on the live stream. And it will go until the end of the year. Normally I would continue working on it on the live stream. However, I am starting my maternity leave after today because I've got a baby coming anytime. So this one won't be completed on the live stream. But typically that's what we do. We do every single page together on live. Sabrina, the biggest thing, it just depends how many pages obviously your journal has. So these ones have 192 pages. So I usually do 2-page weekly spreads. So 52 of these, that's 104 of your pages eaten up. And then I allow for 6 monthly pages. Some of them are 2-page spreads, but like this would be 2 pages, you know, so 6 monthly pages, 52 total 2-page weekly spreads. And then there's a room for, I think, about like 14 yearly pages at the beginning of the journal if you're trying to fit a whole year into a 192-page journal. But yeah, I personally use more than one journal a year, but if you are trying to fit it perfectly, just start by figuring out how many weekly spreads you need to fit. I know with the 160-page journal, which is what I used to always use, I would do 2-page weekly spreads. So again, 104 pages eaten up there. But then I would only have room for 4 monthly pages every month and then only 6 yearly pages. It was a lot tighter. All right. We're gonna add some water now. Bam, I'm not sure when I'll start taking orders again after baby. Very hard to say. Like Victoria, I go through more than one journal in a full year, so I use 4 pages every week. I do a weekly dashboard where I have kind of the 7 days of the week outlined, a task box for the week, but then I fill these pages as I go through the week. So like Monday, I might fill up this much space with all the things I want to get done in the day. Tuesday, maybe Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. It just depends how much space they take up. But I usually end up filling 4 pages every week. So that's the main reason that I go through more than one journal in a year. I can show you the pages again. Yes, this is Jayda's journal. Jayda chose all the themes, the colors, the different types of pages that she wanted, and then we get together on the live stream and vote for the extra things, how we're going to arrange things, what kinds of fonts we're going to use. January was her New Year's theme. For February, she wanted a Valentine's theme. So we did this little stamp layout for February. For March, she wanted a Lucky Charms theme. And then yeah, Jayda chose the different page types. So every month we have a memories page over to the left, a title page. For April, our theme was tulips, a 2-page calendar with some notes space, a sleep tracker, a mood tracker, and then weekly spreads. She requested a to-do list and the 7 days of the week to be separated. Sometimes I combine the weekend, but that was one of her requests. So for May, we've got, again, same types of pages, but different themes. So they look very different. Thank you so much, Terry. And then June is the month we're on right now. So we're almost halfway through this journal. I would say have a good day, Terry, but I know that's not the best circumstances to be leaving the live stream in. But thanks for everything, Terry. Terry's been here for ages. I hope I see you again when I'm back from my mat leave. The overview of May, like the calendar of May. Jennifer, these fully custom ones end up being around $500 because it takes me over a month to make these. That is the big reason why I also offer my pre-made journal option. So still hand-drawn, but $50 because they were all made at one time. So these ones are definitely more of an investment if you want to fully customize the whole thing. Jem, I don't do a lot of doodles in my own journal anymore. I used to more, but these days I just don't take the time very often. Oh, this fine liner is really getting picked up. Maybe I should have done the fine liner after the water. I'll go over that part with my darker blue, but that's really annoying because fine liners should be able to be colored on top of. Jennifer, I am not 100% sure, probably max half an hour, I think. My boys will be waking up in like 10 minutes, so my husband is up there. He can hang out with them for a while, but I don't like to leave him hanging too long before I come out of my live stream. Yes, I have tried the Pigma Micron. I just had one, but the tip broke in like just a couple of weeks of using it. I like their ink, but they are just so weak. So I was trying a new one, but it also doesn't seem to be... The tip isn't super strong and it's giving me trouble with smearing, so I might need to find another one. The stamps are available on a website called Contact Crafts. If you use the link in my bio, I'll get a commission. So you should just find it there. Oh yes, I should tell you all the other themes, hey? Thanks for the follow, Maddie. Thanks, Shelby. Just gonna be honest, it's my writing. I want the commission there. If I'm the one driving the sale and I'm the one doing the writing, I better be the one getting a cut. Yes, I do plan to post updates on the journal. I'm not totally sure what that would look like yet. Instagram stories or like reels and TikToks. I'm not totally sure. Hannah, don't hate me, but this is June 2027. In a custom journal, not in my own. I'd love to make you feel better about being behind, but oh right, I was gonna add some of this water also behind the duck. Yeah, here, Lisa will volunteer to help make you feel better. Thank you, Lisa. No, in my own journal, the only reason I'm on time is because I wanted to film it for YouTube before baby arrived, so I had to. Like the title page for the month, Abby. And what kind of markers are you using? If they're alcohol markers, that's the problem. If they're not alcohol markers, I'm gonna guess that your paper is probably the problem, if you're using a thinner paper. Oh, the cover of the journal? Yes, they look like this. The empty ones have a bow in the bottom corner, and then the pre-made ones that are like the coloring book style have a leaf in the corner. And they're available in 4 different colors. All right, time to add the white gel pen, and then we are done with this page, I think. Or with this theme. Oh yes, 3 colors of the empty journals. Espresso is sold out in the empty journals. There's still a few left though in the pre-made journals. A few espressos left. All right, so I'm just gonna add some wavy white gel pen lines to the water and some highlights on our letters and some of our other doodles as well. Hey Fayley, journal orders are still open, but personalizations are closed for my leave. Victoria, I ship out journals every weekend, so if you order now, it would get shipped out probably tomorrow. And then the speed at which it ships depends on what service you choose to order. You know, like you can choose express post or tracked or non-tracked. Well, it depends where you live, what options are available to you. But yeah, I will get it out the weekend whenever it is ordered, and then the rest is out of my hands. Yes, I'm still shipping. So yeah, that's why orders are still open. I'm just not personalizing them during my mat leave. So you can still order anytime and I will ship them to you. I mean, I'm going to do my best to stay on that schedule where I ship every weekend. Oh, I thought I heard one of my boys coming in here. They are awake now, just barely. Thanks for the follow, Jennifer. J Baby, Heaven Renee, thank you guys so much for following. Thanks, Lauren. Thanks for the follow, Grace. Just for today, thank you for following. Got a lot of new faces today. Go ahead and put an emoji if you're new. We're working on a custom bullet journal right now for Jayda. So we've been doing every single page on the live stream up until this point, starting in January of 2027, and now we are into June. Liz, welcome here. Jennifer, Grace, Victoria. Nice to meet you guys. My name is Rylee. And I've been doing custom bullet journals for a few years now as my kind of stay-at-home mom job. Welcome here, Mammy Halls, just for today. Nice to meet you guys. I'm gonna add a little pattern on this towel. I forgot about him down here. Oh, sorry, that was totally off screen, wasn't it? There's the water. Let me show you how the water turned out. Just some white gel pen kind of doodly lines on top of our blue colored blobs. It's subtle, but I always love adding water to pages. All right, I'm just gonna refresh on my computer here so that I can tell you the next themes that are coming up in this journal. Give me one sec to pull up that form. Jayda's journal form, and then I'll flip through this for you guys. All right, so the next theme is 4th of July and Carnival. All right, sounds similar to Ashley's. We've got red, white, and blue doodles, including stars, fireworks, carnival rides, carnival tickets, bomb pop popsicles. For August, the theme is her college with the dark and light blues, dancing, the mascot, dance poms, etc. For September, we're doing a pink and girly theme for her birthday month. Bows, cherries, cupcakes, cakes, balloons, gingham, kind of girly pink birthday theme. October, we're doing aesthetic Halloween with oranges, tans, and browns. Doing things like pumpkins, ghosts, spiderwebs, plaid or gingham, and candy corn. For November, we're doing a fall theme with tans, browns, burnt orange, deep red, including things like stacked books, coffee, leaves, acorns, that kind of stuff. And then December will be a Christmas theme with red and green, things like candy canes, gifts, Christmas trees, stamps, and gingerbread. Those are the thing. Oh yeah, you're right. I didn't highlight the E. Those are the themes that are left in her journal. Why don't I'll flip through this and then let's go check out her Pinterest board for July so that we can kind of make a plan for the month ahead. So yes, this is Jayda's journal for 2027. Starting with January, we have this pink and gold New Year's theme. For February, pink and red Valentine's theme. March is the Lucky Charms theme. April is the Tulips theme. May is our berries and jam theme. And then June is what we started yesterday and finished today. We've got our pool theme for the month of June. So memories page, title page, 2-page calendar with a notes box, sleep tracker, mood tracker, and then these are the weekly spreads. And that brings us to the halfway point in her journal officially. Let's go over to her Pinterest board for a sec and gather our inspiration for July. So the 4th of July and carnival doodles that she has saved. I just need to search for her profile. Give me 1 second here. Search. Profiles, okay. Custom bullet journal. All right. So actually I'll screenshot the inspiration for June, and then I'll show you the inspiration for the whole rest of her journal, or sorry, July. So we were just working through June. You can see where we drew our inspiration from for this pool theme. Same with May. You can see this is where we got our inspiration from Jayda's board here on Pinterest. So I'm going to screenshot everything for July. And Jayda, you can let me know if you have certain, like, you know, you want the title page to be exactly like this or something like that. You can let me know about that. Oh, that's interesting lettering. Okay, so that is all that we have for July. August, I guess there's not a lot of inspiration for her college specifically, so I'll have to look up doodles for her specific college and the colors and stuff. Looks like this is some inspiration for October. September was the pink and girly month. But for October, these are the kinds of things that Jayda has saved as inspiration. Oh, I got a sad boy up there. November, some fun lettering. Oh, nice. This is mine from ages ago. Mood tracker. And then here's some Christmas theme inspiration. Oh, I saw this one on TikTok this year. That was a cute theme. And Doodaloo, my favorite. Well, one of my favorites. Ivana and Doodaloo, I feel like I feature a lot of inspiration from their themes. All right, so that is where we're at. I'm going to hop back into TikTok to make sure I haven't been missing any important comments. Yes, I didn't see any in there for August or September. You're right, Gina. Okay. Yes, Shirley, we just finished June. Okay, I'm going to go into the photos that we just... Yeah, I'm guessing September will be close to your April theme. Just maybe a different like layout for the title or something. Okay, so we're done with these inspiration pictures. So for July, these are some of the ideas that Jayda has on her board. It's a 4th of July carnival. And I'm not sure when I'll actually work on this one. What with baby coming anytime. So I'm debating doing polls about it, but it might not, you know, I might forget everything that we've talked about by the time I actually work on it. So maybe it's not worth doing a poll. I was thinking maybe I would. But, sorry, I'm just taking my hair out of its braid. Perhaps instead I will just message Jayda and then kind of come up with a couple of layout options, and then maybe take a poll on my Instagram story or something when I'm actually ready to start working on this theme. Oh, thank you for the heart. Oh, whoops. Just drop that. All right, I guess I'm ready to take you guys down, which is crazy. Thank you guys. Your memories page to be exactly like your mom's with the stars around. Okay, good to know. Thanks for the follow, Lily. I'll message you about that, Jayda, because I'll forget if I don't actually have that in writing. Thank you guys so much for joining. As lots of you guys know, but maybe some of you don't, I have gone live 4 days a week for the past year or more. Today is my last one because I'm starting my maternity leave. So we've got a baby coming any day. And yeah, I'm not sure when I'll be back and how things will go with the custom journal. I do plan to update you guys somehow, either Instagram stories or like reels, which I would also cross post to TikTok. So there will still be updates on the journal in some capacity, but I really don't have a timeline in my head for when I'm going to start working on it again, how I'm going to share that information, when I'll be ready to go live again. I don't know. I'm trying to hold it all loosely because, yeah, having a baby has never been easy for me. This is my third, and so I'm not expecting to just jump right back into things. But I do hope to still stay connected. I mean, going on Instagram is like the easiest thing to do when you're nursing. So I feel like there will be some connection points, but I won't be able to be live regularly when I've got my newborn. So yeah, thank you guys so much for joining so many of my live streams. I really appreciate it. My side hustle here has like exploded over the past year thanks to you guys. It's also been a lot more fun over the past year. I used to never do anything live, and so to be able to connect with you guys every day has been a huge blessing. As someone who stays home all the time, still having a little bit of a social outlet has also been just lovely. So thank you all so much for your support over the past year, and I'm not disappearing. I'm just kind of taking a step back. But yeah, if you would like to follow along as I go through maternity leave, Instagram is just the easiest place I find to update using my story. But I will still try to cross post things onto TikTok, like reels and stuff. But yeah, thank you guys so much. Thank you for all the well wishes. I will definitely miss you guys on the live stream, and I'll keep you posted for when I come back. Don't forget about me. I will be back.